Hey everyone, so with the new Spider-Verse movie out, I feel like I should be giving you guys kind of a little better description about Miles Morales, and so you can maybe sound smart around your friends. So, let's get started. Miles Morales, a young kid from Brooklyn, visited his uncle Aaron Davis. At his uncle's apartment, Miles was bitten by the Oz-enhanced spider, which emerged from Aaron's bag after he had broken into Norman Osborn's lab. Miles discovered he had received superhuman abilities like camouflage, increased agility, as well as some sort of stun blast, and upon revealing his newly found powers to his best friend Gank Lee, both concluded he had powers similar to Spider-Man, including wall crawling. But Miles reacted negatively, because he just wanted to be a normal kid, and decided to leave the heroism to the actual Spider-Man. Months later, Spider-Man died saving his family from Osborn. Miles arrived late on the scene, struck with grief at not helping Peter Parker before his demise. Miles decided to follow Peter Parker's philosophy. With great power comes great responsibility, and so continue Peter's legacy. So, later on, Miles hopped around the rooftops practicing his new powers. Miles decides to test his wall crawling abilities on a tall building to see how far he can climb. He comes face to face with Omega Red, who is surprised and angered to see another Spider-Man, making fun of Omega Red's name. To quickly end the battle, Miles uses Venom Blast, which was a good effect on Omega Red, putting a stop to the villain. The scene then cuts to Miles and Gank talking about Miles' fight against Omega Red and how awesome and cool it was, but Miles believes that in order to be prepared for much more dangerous and lethal villains, he must train harder, and Gank is about to propose the idea until Miles' uncle Aaron appears. Miles is shocked to find out that his uncle Aaron confronted him with the revelation that he knew Miles was the new Spider-Man. When Aaron told Miles he wanted them to work together, but Miles refused, so Aaron threatened to tell Miles' father about his secret. Miles was confused as to what to do with the whole situation, and so together they went on to fight Scorpion. After defeating Scorpion, Miles handed him to the police, which resulted in him almost being arrested. When Miles refused to help his uncle again, Aaron unveiled his latest toy, a vulture suit. Realizing his uncle intended to use him as his personal enforcer, Miles realized it was time to face Aaron. Miles then battles the Ringer. Two fought a catastrophic battle in which Aaron utilized Vibroshock gauntlets. One of them was damaged in battle, so the Vibroshock gauntlet later caused it to short circuit and explode, killing him. Miles was secretly approached by Gwen Stacy and Aunt May, who tried to give him Peter Parker's original web shooters to help him. Captain America followed them and tried to make Miles abandon the mantle of Spider-Man. After Miles helped Captain America to defeat the Rhino, he agreed to let him be Spider-Man, but with the need of a better training. In order to improve, Miles joined the Ultimates in the wake of a civil war in which Captain America was elected president to help unite the splintered factions of the US. During the Civil War, Miles Morales was fighting Venom at the hospital protecting his dad. Miles' mom, Rio, trying to help stop Venom, but she had been caught in the crossfire and was dying. He began to scream for help, but was stopped by his mom, who told him she was proud of him and to never tell his dad the truth before dying. Miles later woke up to find himself at Gank's house. Miles ran into the room to denounce his title of Spider-Man, ripping up his costume. So years passed since his mother's death, and Gank nor Jessica Drew were able to convince Miles to assume the identity of Spider-Man again. After two of Roxxon's subjects escaped and were seen battling Bombshell, Miles was finally convinced by Jessica Drew, who told him her origin as a clone of Peter Parker created by Roxxon, to return to being Spider-Man and stop them once and for all. Miles' world and others were being affected by a phenomenon known as the incursions, so during which the planets of Earth of two different realities embarked on a collision course and threatened the two universes. So as the two forces of each world fought for survival, hoping to destroy the other planet, Miles investigated the opening of the Children's of Tomorrow Dome in Manhattan, and ended up infiltrating a vessel built by the Maker and the Cabal to survive at the end of times. So as the two universes collided and were destroyed, the multiverse had ended. The Cabal's life raft survived into what remained the Battle World, a patchwork planet composed of remnants of several universes, ruled by the omnipotent God Emperor Doom. The raft was ultimately found 8 years later in a domain known as Utopolis. When it was opened, its occupants awoke from being in suspended animation. Spider-Man remained behind in order not to give away his presence. He was found by Sheriff Strange. There, Strange showed him another similar raft that he found years earlier, but didn't dare to open it until now. Once the vessel was unlocked, from it emerged survivors of Earth 616, so really Marvel Universe Prime, I like to call it, just because it's the main universe, which was actually the universe that collided into Miles' universe. Someone important that emerged from the raft was the original Peter Parker. Miles eventually grown accustomed to living in a different reality, mainly due to his personal life having remained virtually the same. He still attended the Brooklyn Visions Academy together with Gank and lived together with his parents. Of the two of them, only Jefferson, his father, knew about Miles' superheroic endeavors. Miles received assistance in learning how to become a hero from both the native Peter Parker and the Avengers. Eventually, Miles became particularly close to his fellow teenage Avengers, Nova and Ms. Marvel. And then from there, they end up actually splitting from the Avengers to help create a new team known as the Champions. So from here, I do want to talk about some powers and abilities. First, we start off with superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, equilibrium, and reflexes. Followed by wall crawling, spider sense, bioelectrokinesis, including its venom blast, energy thread generation, camouflage, and regenerative healing factor. Alright guys, from here, I'm going to end this video. If you guys like this stuff, feel free to put that in the comments below. Other than that guys, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that little alert button up top. Other than that, I'll check y'all later. See ya!